Hello everyone, I'm the Nerdy Fool and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. We have just finished going down into Sorcerer's Sundries, into this portal, to get information about the Netherese crown that they didn't want us to have, and we managed to steal it. So next we need to deal with Lorokin, which is to go through this portal, but I see this door over here. And I don't know why I want to rob this place blind before we actually talk with him, but I'm deciding to find out what's through the other locked door simply because it's there. So we need to turn these our animated armors away. So get them each to face this direction, easy enough to do.
Wish to live in more interesting times.
Nice and simple.
Another step forward.
We do the same thing as before, split the group. Actually, put the group together, go into sneak. Split the group then. Shadowheart is not stealthing. If you could sneak a bit.
Have to keep low.
Perfect. And then Astarion. Please pick this lock for me.
Quick and quiet.
At some point we'll get to Lorokin. This is interesting to find out all the fancy things they're hiding here. That was loud. And you're still not sneaking, Shadowheart. What's the deal? The Shadow Weave. Ooh. Is that related to what Gale ended up getting stuck in his chest? Because it was a shard of the old weave that... Yeah, the fact that there's a Shadow Weave, I don't know. A cautious treatise on the power of the Shadow Weave. The author talks of the formation of the Shadow Weave as a counterpart to Mystra's weave. The Shadow version is in some ways more potent as a source of magic, but it's also unreliable and volatile. Shar, Mistress of Shadow, has a much more fickle nature than Mystra, and according to the author, this manifests as a seemingly fraught and dangerous position, as vigilant, dangerous... Wait. My eyes have lost track of that sentence. Shar, Mistress of Shadow, has a much more fickle nature than Mystra, and according to the author, this manifests as a seemingly fraught and dangerous position as vigilant, dangerous to those who tap into her font of arcane excess, that is. So no, it's magic from Shar, so presumably from the Shadowfell. So there is a different weave, presumably between the Prime Realm, the Forgotten Realms, that we're in now, the Shadowfell, and the Feywild, which would be the third of the three parallel planes. The path to Karsus. Hello. We are learning more about Karsus. From the hand of Ramazith. What glimpse of magic's true import might Silverhand proffer? Take the promised hand and watch abjuration cross its palm, for you too shall need protection from the purge of Silver's fires. Only through its flames will Karsus' path be fit to follow. So that's the secret of how to actually get through the various paths, since we just guessed at doors. Okay. Princess's Companion, Book the First. Never forget the importance of spell components for casters of every make and kind. Verbal, somatic, and material components must all be utilized correctly, meaning one must be certain not to fall victim to silencing or restraining, which would prohibit one from casting one's intended spell. Wizards of Note, Lorokin. I assume that's the same thing we already read. Yeah. Sorry about that. I don't know why I get so sneezy while recording. But it is what it is.
Let's hope for gold.
Why were you heading out there to look in this? It's a much better angle. Anyway, there's nothing of note in this room. Besides that thing explaining how to get to Karsus that we have already used. I guess Gale's been spotted too, since he's not sneaking anymore.
Nice and quiet now.
Varric, let's get you out of stealth. Regroup.
No time to rest.
Alright,
If not,
we are ready. If I recall, it was this one.
The Night Song is an immortal being, the child of a deity.
The fact that he knows that as the option means he knows who...
The Night Song.
Yeah, he knows who the Night Song is.
The child of a deity.
Which means he probably also knew that the Night Song was imprisoned in the Shadowfell. And was being guarded by Ketheric Thorm. Yeah. And yet he still sent random adventurers to go get it. Like, I get that he didn't specify the level of danger. Or he didn't say it was easy. Like, we read his note and it was, you know, I'm looking for people brave who want to take on a deadly task. But he had to have known that the level of deadliness was way beyond most those he sent. And that's just rude. Cruel, even. Alright, we'll take the correct portal, though. I did say I wanted to try taking an incorrect portal just to see what happens, and I still stand by that. Let's see what happens. We'll toss down a save, and then say that...
The Night Song is a priceless ruby from a realm beyond our own.
It's a ruby. What happens?
For your own personal safety, it is ill-advised to waste Master Lorroakan's time.
Hey, Elminster.
Gale of Waterdeep.
We're... I'm gonna hold off on spoiling that conversation. Elminster's apparently outside. We'll deal with that in a bit. So yeah, teleports us to the front door with crazy damage. What a fun portal. I wonder how many people he's killed that way. Anyway, we'll use the correct portal. We'll deal with Elminster later, because I was not aware he was there, so we're not going to just go there first. Wow. I don't trust this at all.
Hold very still, Nicklaw. Craig's aim is much improved, but still leaves something up to chance.
Yes, sir.
Oh, you're going to die.
All right, Craig. Ready? Aim. We have a visitor. At ease. McClaw, you may go.
Saved your life.
I see no Night Song. Surely you wouldn't have entered my tower without the Night Song in hand? Surely you wouldn't have wasted my time?
Not quite the enthusiastic welcome I was hoping for. What do you want with her? Or you must be the Wizard Lorroakan. Yeah, what do you want with her? We'll just get straight to the point.
Huh. Fascinating. You've been to Shah's temple, haven't you? To the Shadowfell?
It's none of your business. I have. You speak as though you've seen the Night Song yourself.
Alas, I've paid for a good deal of very privileged information. Now I await the results of the generous contract I've commissioned. Answer now, or see what happens when fools misuse my valuable time.
Be careful what you wish for, she'll eat you alive. Why do you want her so badly? I know where she is, I might even be willing to tell you. Deception as a sorcerer. I'm afraid the Mighty Night Song was no match for my magic. She's dead. That is a bold claim, because if he knows enough, he would know that's a lie. I've seen her. She was trapped by Ketheric Thorm. I left her there. Another deception. Get out of my face now. We show up and then just tell him to leave. I know nothing, I swear it. Why do you want her so badly?
I'm growing tired of this repartee, my friend. Let us cut to the chase. Beautiful, isn't it? Worth more than your life, too. I bought it from a Kalashite warlock. There's very little of his soul left to him. It can bind a celestial to the wearer's service with a snap of the fingers. And this can keep her in place. Forever.
Uh-huh. I'll tell her to come here just to give her the satisfaction of ripping you to shreds. If he's right, then no. First Ketheric and now you. I thought wizards were supposed to be the smart ones. Yeah. It's not a good response, but it is definitely the most fitting response.
It didn't work out for poor Ketheric, did it? He was a fool. A desperate mercenary who hoard out his soul to whichever god flattered him. I serve no god, but that which stares back at me in the mirror. The Night Song will be put to a grand purpose, equalizing man and god. Whoever helps me attain that which I seek will be greatly rewarded.
There is no more to divinity than lifespan. Ensnaring an immortal won't make it you a god. Fair. Equalizing man and god, quite a lofty ambition. So yeah, he's trying to somehow tie the Night Song to himself and thinks that that will make him a god. Like, at least Ketheric also had a god granting him tons of power as an avatar. You got nothing, just yourself as a wizard and potentially immortality. And I suppose you hope that with enough time you can master enough spells to become godlike in level. But I don't know about that. Always dreamt of immortality. Your plan is quite clever. I'll go fetch her. I look forward to my reward. No, that's not going to happen. Equalizing man and god. Quite the lofty ambition.
I intend to achieve greatness. And I intend to do it for a long, long, long time.
He would seek the power of gods for the pettiest of reasons. His own gratification. At least I seek them for the better of all.
So you claim.
What's that? I didn't quite catch the words, but the insolent tone was clear enough.
Pitying, not insolent. You chase one power without knowing an even greater one lies within my reach. The crown of Karsus.
Don't tell him that.
If we acquire it, your ambitions will be dwarfed. I'll be able to stand against Mystra and wrest her powers from her for the betterment of all.
The crown of Karsus? Nonsense. Even if it still existed, you couldn't possibly handle its power.
Perhaps you could not. But Netheril's power is in my blood. And Mystra? I know her in ways that most mortals can only dream of.
Ah, so it is you, Mystra's discarded lapdog. And now you think your bark is cause to make me tremble?
There is no need for me to bark. My actions will speak for themselves. In time.
Then go. Act. I'll open a fine vintage in your name once word of your failure reaches me.
I don't know why you would tell him about the Crown of Karsus. That is information he does not need. I'll consider your request.
You aren't the only one who knows what's on offer for the Night Song's retrieval. Consider carefully whether you'd like to see your fortune in someone else's hands. Someone who might slip into your camp at any moment, or harry you through street and inn until you're run ragged and surrender.
That last one would be hard to pull off.
Fortune? Or imminent death? I know you'll choose wisely.
Yeah. You can send your assassins after me. I don't think it'll turn out as well for them as you think it will. I keep clicking the wrong button because I've been playing too much Rogue Trader lately. Ornate letter, you don't mind if I read your mail, right? Lorokin, I have responded out of respect to my counselor Balthazar, who advises me that you may prove a loyal ally in the coming fight. I understand you wish to know about the soul cage which binds the Night Song to me. Details I cannot and will not provide, but the magic itself is necromantic in nature, designed by my aforementioned counselor. I hope your curiosity is satisfied. So that's how he knew about the Night Song, is he was in contact with Ketheric Thorm. Which seems like a strange thing for Thorm.
At the ready.
Check out down here first, see what is around of interest. Yeah, so he's just got a bunch of elementals. I think Myrmidons are elementals, yeah. Level 11 elementals. They just keeps hanging about. I want to reach that level of power where I can just have permanently summoned elementals just for fun. Let's go upstairs. What do you have up these ladders? And then I want to go talk to the Night Song. What was her name? Aelin? Something like that? And see her take on things. Because we could tell her about this plan, and if she's confident, then she could come here and rip him apart herself. I don't want to walk through here, which is why I'm going around that way. Hello? What just happened? I was trying to go this way. And then suddenly we were over there. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Oh, wrong button again. Someday, I'll get the two games set apart in my brain. Scroll of Globe of Invulnerability. Oh, right, this is stealing, so if they see me doing it, it's bad.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Okay, they don't see us. Alright, I am now ready to leave. So let's go to your portal.
Here we go.
I'm assuming this portal will let us leave and not just kill us. Hopefully. Good.
Don't waste a step.
Is Elminster out here still? Yes.
Elminster?
Oh, hello, my boy. No, don't mind me. I'm just enjoying a lungful of Baldurian air. There's a distinctive aroma, though perhaps not one worthy of bottling. Tell me, what curiosities have you and your companions discovered within the walls of this esteemed emporium?
Oh. See, I was going to tell him because Elminster is someone we can trust. Is this the shapeshifter again? Because that... we wouldn't want to tell her. Though why would she bother shapeshifting to try and get information from us when we've already been threatened / coerced with Halsin being captured? So she knows we're going to eventually go down to meet her anyway. I don't know. We found the Annals of Karsus. It proved an enlightening read. You don't seem all that surprised to see Gale alive and well. Nothing in particular. Some charms here, some potions there. We know how Karsus made his crown, and Gale's going to reforge it. I don't think I'm going to go that far. You don't seem all that surprised to see Gale alive and well.
I trusted he would be sensible enough to exercise caution in this matter and to seek the truth. By now, you are aware of the evil we are up against. Karsus' pestilent crown, the very tool with which its eponymous creator unmade an empire and magic itself. Perhaps now you understand what is at stake here, my boy. Though what Mystra asked of you was extreme, it was not without merit, nor demanded lightly.
What are you saying? Or rather, what are you not saying?
Mystra knows you defied her game. Well, of course she knows. She's Mystra. She bids you come to her holy shrine in the Stormshore Tabernacle. There, she will grant you an audience at last.
I mean, we were just there. It's odd that she's requiring us to go back when she didn't speak to Gale when he prayed at her shrine mere hours ago. You should really meet her, Gale. She might be able to help us. Yes. You really think Mystra will be willing to hear Gale out? Mystra's done Gale enough harm. We don't owe her anything. Sounds good to me. Gale can tell her exactly what's coming when we get our hands on the crown. No. Probably not that. Well, one of the top two, either she might be able to help us, or do you really think Mystra would be willing to hear Gale out? I think I'm going to go with that one. Is Mystra just wanting to tell us her ideas and her plan, or is she willing to listen?
I see remaining optimistic is my duty, especially when I'm not the one being asked to do the seemingly impossible. Trust in yourself. Trust in the weave, if you are willing. Trust in Mystra. There is a conclusion yet to be written in this sorry tale, Gale of Waterdeep. And yours is the quill that will write it.
That probably was, in fact, Elminster. Okay. Then before we go to our camp to talk to Aelin, I'm going to use that as her name until I find out that I've misremembered it. So we want to go back over to here. Oh, one of my companions wants to talk. I'm guessing it's Gale. Not surprising, it is.
So all it took to get Mystra's attention was to learn how to reforge an artifact that once destroyed her. It's obvious when you stop to think about it.
What do you think she wants to say? She's scared of you. You're one step closer to being able to challenge her. How could she possibly know we read a book? Hasn't she got more important things to worry about? Maybe not. Are you sure you want to go to her? She might want to punish you. No. What do you think she wants to say?
Well, I doubt it's an apology for asking me to die on her behalf. Whatever it is. If it's important enough to send Elminster, you can be damn sure she's serious. This is a conversation that's long overdue on both sides. I owe it to her to hear her out. Come what may afterwards.
That is a very positive viewpoint that I approve of. I agree. It's time we head to Storm Shore Tabernacle. Why bother? Yeah, no, it's time we head for the Storm Shore Tabernacle.
After you.
Yeah. So it's back over this way, I believe. Maybe? No, over here. This is the Storm Shore Tabernacle.
Thing damn near busted her skull. I didn't see her make no trouble.
Oh, is she still lying on the ground unconscious?
Love's waiting for you once this is
Yeah.
You know what? That is
Alright, Mystra.
to answer.
Oh,
You mean just waiting? Like a lovesick puppy? Short-term amusements are much less hassle.
so do you have loves waiting for you once this is all over? You know what, that is not the easiest question for me to answer. You mean just waiting, like a lovesick puppy? Short-term amusements are much less hassle. It's rare that we get 3 of them talking together in a conversation. Usually it's just 2 of them going back and forth.
So may it be.
Alright, Gale.
There she stands, just as Elminster promised. Mystra, goddess of the weave, mother of all magic.
The old man wasn't lying. She's opened the summoning channel. Can't you feel it?
Gale's right. The very air around the statue crackles with magic, as though the weave itself were coursing beneath her stony skin.
A stream of pure, undiluted weave. I only have to reach out, and it will carry me to Mystra, wherever she may be.
An audience with your goddess can go wrong. I should know. But do whatever you feel is best, Gale.
Time was, I'd have given my right arm for a chance to speak with Mystra again. The left one, too. Maybe a knee.
You're ready for this, Gale. You don't owe her so much as a fingernail. She asked you to blow yourself up. I don't think she's that kind of goddess. We're just gonna be positive. You're ready for this, Gale.
Am I? You're right. I am a strong, capable wizard. And this is no more than a casual reunion with an ex-lover. My omnipotent, omniscient ex-lover. I always wonder what being nervous would feel like. I hate it.
Do you know what you're going to say to her? Of all the things to be nervous about, an audience with a goddess seems reasonable. True. Why do you care what she thinks of you? Of course he cares. Like, as much as things didn't work out, he still obviously cares about her. As much as he's talking about wanting to rebuild the crown so he can wrestle control of magic from her. I don't think if he had that power, he would easily do it. Because I think he still cares for Mystra. He's just currently upset about the being asked to kill himself. Which is fair. Well, together, you're going to make a fool of yourself otherwise. Yeah, do you know what you're going to say to her?
During my time locked away in Waterdeep, I prepared a quite comprehensive speech for her on the subject of our former relationship and the manner in which it ended. Alas, recent events have rendered the majority of it moot, so I'm going to have to improvise. Unless you have any words of wisdom to impart before I go.
I wish... It sounds like he's going to be going by himself, but I wish it would take all of us. You're not taking me with you. Yeah. Seek her forgiveness, Gale. It might be your only hope of curing the orb. make her squirm, tell her the crown will be ours soon enough. No, don't do that. Don't give anything away, just find out what she has to say. Or you shouldn't go to her, Gale. Don't give her the satisfaction. You're not taking me with you.
The summoning channel Mystra has provided is for me alone. No one else is permitted to enter it, no matter how talented a user of the weave they are.
Then seek her forgiveness. It might be your only hope of curing the orb. Also, it's just generally a healthy relationship dynamic. Trying to sort out your differences rather than going on the offensive or making her squirm or whatever. Just try and get to a point where you two can talk pleasantly.
You're right. A heartfelt apology is the surest way to a goddess's heart and her favor. I pray that she'll be in a forgiving mood. If she weren't the one, I'd be praying too. I'll only be gone for a matter of moments. The Outer Planes experience time quite differently to our own. Wait for me. Please.
Of course. Oh, they are gonna let us see.
Gale of Waterdeep. You look well.
Mystra. I never thought we'd speak again like this. Why am I here?
There is much unsaid between us, but time runs ever short. You discovered what lies at the heart of the Absolute, the crown of Karsus. And you disobeyed my instruction. Why?
I didn't want to die. And when I saw the crown, I thought I might not have to, if I only understood its power.
And you believe you have the right to such an understanding? The past cannot be undone with self-pity, nor can a future be forged. Only with the truth will you see the way ahead. The fragment of magic you tried to return to me was not of my creation. It was the Karsite weave. It is a corrupted, half-born magic, wrought in the brief moment Karsus ascended to godhood. It hungers for power, just as he did, and it can never be sated. You unleashed something that would consume all magic in existence, and yet you thought only of preserving yourself.
That can't be. It wasn't. It couldn't have been. I only wished to prove myself worthy. I had no idea.
You were already worthy. What you lacked was patience, and it cost you dearly. When the Karsite weave entered your body, your gifts were the first thing it consumed. The only reason the orb sleeps is because I have allowed it to feed on the true weave. A temporary measure, but one that will not be enough to save us. With each day that passes, the Elder Brain threatens to become a new kind of god. Its worshippers, a scourge of soulless illithids. If you will not use the orb to end this abomination, then you must find a way to separate crown and host. When you've done this, you must surrender the crown of Karsus to me.
I won't let you down again. When the Absolute is vanquished, I will surrender Karsus's powers to you. You have my word.
Thank you. May the Weave's light guide your purpose, and its wisdom guide your hand. The future of magic rests on your shoulders, Gale of Waterdeep. I promise you, it is a burden you are strong enough to bear.
She seemed reasonable. As much as Gale made her out to be fairly unreasonable. Her reasoning made sense. curious. Was he lying when he said that he would hand over the crown? Because we didn't see any rolls happening. And I can't imagine Gale being able to easily lie to his goddess. But also, given where this all started recently, him just willingly handing over the crown to her feels odd. And I don't know, the crown seems dangerous in anyone's hands. Is it good to give it to Mystra? It is magic. Would it make her stronger? Or was the point of it to make someone strong enough to stand up to Mystra and wrestle the weave from them? In which case, would it not do anything for her, and so she's the safest person to have it? I don't know. Suge got anointed in splendor. Affected entity's deity has flooded its mind with ancient secrets, both benevolent and baleful, as a +2 bonus to all saving throws. Well, that's a neat permanent bonus to get. I don't know if it's permanent. Yeah. Alright, Gale. Let's talk.
Back on mortal soil once more. I can't believe I saw her. After all this time.
How do you feel now that you've done it? I'm not surprised. Her power felt overwhelming even from here. Yes, I'm sure it was very memorable, but did she tell you anything useful? How do you feel now that you've done it?
Relieved. Drained. Proud of myself for summoning the courage to go to her in the first place. And, if I'm being totally honest, a bit lightheaded. As if it wasn't enough to have seen her again. She didn't exactly summon me there for small talk. The Karsite weave. Within me this whole time. I knew the orb was no ordinary ball of magic before it to be Karsus's malignant creation. Gods! How did I not see that?
It is kind of obvious now that you know. It's not your fault you weren't to know. It's all too easy to miss things when we're blinded by desire. True, because you acted the idiot and paid the price for it too. Rough. It's all too easy to miss things when we're blinded by desire. I think that's a fair statement, and also might help him curb his desires, because they've been getting out of hand. Same with Astarion. Maybe he'll be listening in and learn a thing or two.
True enough. There's a reason such unwitting heroes have been the backbone of lyric and legend for as long as both have existed. Even so, I was hardly some naive apprentice at the time. I considered myself an archmage, and yet was fool enough to be mistaken for a common conjurer. At least now I'm armed with the truth, and Mystra's expectations. Once I bring the crown of Karsus to her, I can put everything right. The orb, too. I'll be myself again, for all that's worth.
Okay, so it sounds like he wasn't lying. He actually intends to bring the crown to her. Currently, we've already promised it to Raphael, so we've got to deal with that. But I think the crown in Mystra's hand feels better than the crown in Raphael's or Gale's hands. Particularly if we don't go through the effort to reforge it. We're going to cure you, I promise. You're a great man, Gale, with or without the orb. A better incarnation of you, I hope, not the impulsive wreck who's unleashed the orb in the first place. What then? What will you do? Interesting question. I thought you more ambitious than this, Gale. Why settle for mortality when immortality is on the table? No, definitely not. We're not going to try to push him towards that. Yeah, what will you do once you've put everything right and you become yourself again?
I don't know. It's been so long since I dared to imagine an end to the orb's hunger. But I start thinking about it, hadn't I?
Yeah.
Imagine being able to picture one's life ending in something other than a cataclysmic explosion. What a treat. If I could promise you one thing in return for your faith in me, it's this. I will use everything in my power to ensure we defeat this evil. I will not let you down. Now, I believe we've a date with an Elder Brain to get to. Shall we?
Yeah, the Elder Brain is going to have to be after we take out the other two. And I have no idea when we're going to get to that. It is also interesting in all these conversations with Gale about why he didn't blow himself up. He wasn't there. We didn't have him on our team. And yet that's not an option. Like, when you saw it, why didn't you blow yourself up? He never saw it. We just reported to him afterwards about what we found. And it's odd that the game doesn't have an option to state that. Weird. Let's go talk to the Night Song briefly. Get her take on the Lorokin. And then that's probably where we're going to end the episode. Because hopefully she'll have something to say about it.
Mother's milk, your visage speaks of ill tidings. Speak, ally mine. What troubles you?
A wizard called Lorokin is looking for you. I was just wondering what it's like to... What was like in that cage of Balthazar's. No, just a wizard called Lorokin is looking for you.
Is he indeed? Pray tell, what does he seek from Dame Aelin?
All I know is that he's put out a contract for your capture. I know a lot more than that. He seemed a braggart and a fool. I wouldn't worry about him. He seems dangerous. I think we ought to put an end to him. He put a bounty out for your capture, and now there's a violent mercenary looking for you. We can't tell her about the one that's supposed to be able to instantly make her bound to him and the cage that he's built for her. Because that's where I would start this conversation. Probably either, I know he's put out a contract for your capture, or he seems dangerous. I think we ought to put an end to him. The bounty for her capture and the violent mercenary looking for her. I assume we're talking about that mercenary from the Emerald Enclave. In which case, I'm not really worried. And just calling him a braggart and a fool. He seems dangerous. Yeah, he seems dangerous. I think we ought to put an end to him. Except that will bring her to Lorokin, which could be dangerous. I wish I could tell her about the cage. All I know is he's put out a contract for your capture. We'll start with that. I know more, but I'm not allowed to say it.
Magicians and their machinations. I have had enough for an eternity.
Yep.
I will wring his neck until he's dead.
Okay. Same result as if we told her that he's dangerous and we should kill him. Let's take him down together, or don't pursue him. He's dangerous. Has he done anything deserving of death besides this? I don't know. Well, he's certainly casual with people's lives, including those portals that instantly kill you if you end up wasting his time by clicking on the wrong portal. Yeah, let's take him down together.
Oh, his end will be one more strand in the great braid of our friendship.
I'm coming with you. I'd like to get a few licks in myself.
My darling, we agreed you'd scout for the nearest Selûnite enclave this very night. Let us divide our efforts. All the sooner to be reunited.
Oh.
I won't let you go alone. Who knows what this wizard might have planned?
Our closest ally will accompany me, won't you? It will be a swift and fruitful chore. Hie we to this Lorokin right away. I am as eager to meet him as he is to ensnare me.
I'm worried. The fact that Isabel wants to go and we're specifically forbidding her It's a dangerous situation, and more hands probably is better. And we're limiting our numbers, which makes me think that Aelin is going to get captured. Potentially bound, and Lorokin is going to become immortal, and I'm going to have to figure that out. Which is not going to be good. Oh well, we'll sort it out. But that'll be for next time. We're going to end this episode here, and I will see you guys then as we head back to Lorokin and resolve that. Yeah. See y'all then. Bye.